Hey there, and welcome to another edition of the FanSaves Shop Local series. My name is Chris McCarthy, and I'm your host. And today I have the pleasure of speaking with Jodi Krangle, who is the owner of Piece of Cake Voiceovers and Vocals. Hi, Jodi. Thanks so much for being here with us today.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Why don't we dive right in, and why don't you begin by telling us about Piece of Cake Voiceovers and Vocals?
Well, what I do is voiceovers. And that usually consists of commercials or so radio, television on the web, corporate narrations. I do a lot of demos for products. I do trade show stuff, which isn't happening all that much right now. Although virtually, you never know. I do a lot of podcast intros and outros, so I've been doing a lot with people who are pivoting their business right now and helping them out. I'm also happy to help out local businesses here in Newmarket who are looking to have a professional voice on a product or service of theirs and need a little help. So feel free to get in touch. Yeah, and I have a podcast about audio of
Yeah,
all things.
that's a great segue. Why don't we turn to that? Why don't you tell us about the podcast? I know that you're a host. It's called Audio Branding, the Hidden Gem of Marketing. So why don't you tell us more about that?
Well, I wanted to start something to learn more about the wider spectrum of what I offer people, which is an audio brand in a voice, right? So I decided that I would have a podcast that explored the wider world of what sound does to us and how it influences us. And it really influences us hugely, from what we buy to how we taste to how we experience the world around us and even the lack of it, how you can lose your hearing, this kind of thing. I've talked with sound healers, people about binaural beats and ASMR, and I've talked with people who work in the advertising and video production end of things, film producers, people who one fellow even made the wind sounds for casino slot machines.
Wow, that's
That's a
amazing.
fascinating study.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so there's a lot going on in the world of sound, and audio branding is really becoming big, and lots of companies really should be leveraging this. In fact, I would say all companies should be leveraging this to make their product and service more memorable and just to reach people's hearts quicker, to find your tribe faster.
Totally. I think audio marketing is very underrated. Why
Mhm.
don't you've made a career of audio marketing? Why don't you tell us about some of your past clients and maybe the type of customer that you're looking to partner with and work with?
Well, I mean, I work with all kinds of people. I've done some corporate narrations for Dell. I've done some stuff for BBVA, which here in Canada we might not be so familiar with, but they're a world bank, basically. And all sorts of things for commercials, Schlage locks and um, craft products, and I work on Pandora, by the way. So Pandora Radio, which is all only in the U.S.,
Yeah,
unfortunately,
yeah.
and iHeart Media. I do some stuff for them as well. So there's a lot that can use a voice out there. Mostly what I do is commercial and corporate narration that's less than 5 minutes of finished audio. But my favorite are corporate anthems. I love doing the "Here's who we are and we're proud" videos that go on people's websites. I love that.
That's so fun. That sounds like a blast.
It
You
is.
must be like such a creative person to be able to, come up with the words and make them sound, like catchy and like, creating those jingles. Definitely
Well,
something
I
that I'm
don't.
not
I
experienced
don't
in.
create I don't write the script. People give me the script.
But
I can make suggestions, but
you have
yeah.
done some songwriting in the past, though, right?
Oh, yes. Yeah, I have, but that was a while
Separate.
back. And it you know what? It informs everything that I do right now because I
Right.
am a singer, and that's how I got into this in the first place. So using my voice has always been part of what I do. And I still sing, but, writing jingles right now is kind of a dying art, I leave it to the professionals.
Um, we're going through a pandemic right now. Hopefully things are starting to get better, but curious to know it's affected, you know, every type of business a little bit differently. So from your perspective, has it created any additional challenges or has it provided any opportunities for you?
It's strange. I would put myself in the very lucky end of that spectrum because I've been working from home since I started, really. That was back in 2007. So,
Wow.
yeah. So not a lot has changed for me, but a lot has changed for my clients and my client industries have some of them have gone on hold. I used to do a lot of tourism and travel. So for many years, I was the voice of Visit Orlando, and I don't think anything's happening there right now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Orlando's open and everything, but I don't
Right.
know that they're promoting it to like Canada.
Hmm.
So there are things that have gone away, and there are things that have come more into play, like podcasts, for instance. A lot of people are pivoting and they're creating podcasts that are branded towards their business. And doing that has meant that they need a podcast intro and outro, or they need ads for inside their podcast. And they exchange ads with other people. And it's becoming quite a booming business. It used to be a little more on the fringe than it is right now.
Yeah, definitely. We launched a podcast early in the pandemic and just yesterday posted our 50th episode, our 50th
Nice.
milestone episode. So pretty excited about that. But yeah,
Hmm.
definitely a lot of work that goes into it, but definitely rewarding. And if you have a niche, it's super rewarding and really fun to do and record and meet all kinds of really great people. So yeah,
Yeah.
definitely lots of positives come out of podcast. Um, Now, you're currently a member of the Newmarket Chamber, which is what brought us here together today.
Hmm.
Why don't you talk about the importance of the local community and what it's like being a part of the Newmarket Chamber?
I really enjoy meeting my fellow chamberites. I was actually a member of a morning entrepreneurs get together for a long while. I had to drop out of that because of business,
Mm.
but it was really a fun time, and I met some really great people, and I'm glad that I was there. It's a pretty close knit community, and I like that a lot. I've been here since 2002. And, yeah, I love Newmarket. It's a great place to be.
It's definitely a great place to be. My dad was actually born in Newmarket. Fun
Oh, yeah?
fact for the series, for those at home. Where can someone go to find out more information about Piece of Cake, vocals, and voiceovers?
Mostly my website is at voiceoversandvocals.com, and the podcast is at audiobrandingpodcast.com.
Amazing. Well, this has been so great to learn more about your business and learn more about you as a business owner. I appreciate you taking the time to tell us more. For those watching at home, be sure to subscribe and remember you can be the real MVP when you support local. Thanks so much, Jodi, for being here with us today.
Thanks.